Star Citizen is one of the biggest and most ambitious universes ever built in gaming. But as huge as it is, the question new players always ask, can I actually play solo? Today we're breaking down everything you need to know to thrive as a lone wolf in the verse. How to earn credits, the best ships for solo gameplay, some survival tips, and why sometimes the most memorable moments in Star Citizen happen when it's just you and your ship. So grab your helmets, check your Moby Glass, and let's jump in. Now if you're looking for the shortest answer, yes, Star Citizen absolutely playable solo. The game might market massive capital ships and multi-crew combat, but most of the actual game loops are designed to scale down to a single pilot. You can mine solo, salvage, run combat missions, explore derelicts, loot bunkers, and even do small-scale trading, all without an organization or group of friends. In fact, for many players, solo is the default experience, and it works, if you know where to focus. So you might be wondering, what are some solo activities in Star Citizen that I can do? Well, starting off, we have bounty hunting. Bounty hunting is pretty much one of the most satisfying and profitable solo careers. NPC targets are manageable, however this can be more difficult as you scale into higher certifications. Now of course, here's a few tips that might make fighting higher tiered enemies a little bit more manageable. First off, using the largest weapon available to you. Most often, people are using laser repeaters, however this may change during the 4.5 PTU. Also, using fixed weapons increases your fire rate speed, which equals more damage obviously. Get rid of gimbals if you feel like you can manage fixed weapons. Don't chase targets into asteroid fields unless you're feeling comfortable. Now, if you are a decent pilot, you can use this to your advantage. Going behind asteroid fields, often the NPC ships will crash, completing your mission. When you're solo, survivability matters more than DPS. A Cutlass Black, Avenger Titan, or Arrow can take you further than even some larger ships. This is mostly due to the ability to be maneuverable in combat. Flying around a space station, having these NPCs crash, this is always a great choice to do if you feel like you're overwhelmed. Now as always, there's plenty of things to do in Star Citizen. Following this, we have solo delivery investigation missions. Delivery missions may look more boring on paper, but they're perfect for learning the layout of the verse. And more of the advanced deliveries like multi-stop routes can actually pay surprisingly well. These missions can improve your landing skills, quantum traveling routes, and navigation skills, and you'll rely constantly on as a solo pilot. Now these missions can range from delivering a single box to fully loading a cargo on a Hull C. This will drastically increase your pay using the Hull C, and this is pretty much a solo ship that can net you between 400, maybe 700,000 credits even per one delivery. Up next we have solo mining. With a prospector, mining becomes one of the more reliable income streams in this game. Yes, it's slow. Yes, rocks explode and you occasionally blow yourself up if you're not careful. However, stick to Hadanite caves early for risk-free profits. Scan from high altitude to cover more ground. Always leave the area immediately after loading Quantanium. You are on a timer and you want to get that to the nearest space station to unload. Mining is one of the few loops where solo players often outperform groups because it requires precision, not manpower. Salvaging. The Vulture made salvage one of the best solo money makers in the game. Finding a wreck, stripping the hull, selling a scrap. Simple, clean, and profitable. And now you can even do this with the new starter package of the RSI Salvation. More on that later. Now of course we have salvage missions. For this you can pay a little bit of a buy-in fee, go strip your hull, do whatever you're going to do with that ship, and then go sell the material at a refinery. Now you can also do this for free by finding derelict player ships, stripping them as well, or doing, following people that are doing bounty hunting missions, following in their trails, again stripping the hull, Now the main thing you just need to do is keeping an eye out for other players. Wrecks can attract vultures and other salvaging ships as well, who may not be friendly. Now for the players who love exploration, derelicts, bunkers, FPS missions, we've got something here for you. Looting can get you weapons, med pens, armor sets, attachments, and even rare gear as a solo player. This is one of the fastest ways to gear up without spending AUEC. For an example, finding an entire set of ASD Geist armor can get you 50 to 100 million credits right now. Now the best things that you can do with this is always have a med gun with you. Use third person to check corners before entering rooms. Clear your inventory on each loot run. Don't hoard junk because that's just going to take up unnecessary space, which you may need for if you find something that's more rare. Now, as a solo player, you may be wondering, what ship should I use for this? Well, mostly it's going to depend on what role you want to do. Salvaging, mining, and so forth. But as a generalist, I actually recommend the newest Drake Clipper that came out during the IAE. It has a crafting station that's, of course, not yet implemented in the game yet. We will be getting that possibly Q1 of 2026. It's got a med bed. It's got, pretty much everything you'll need as a solo player. However, currently in the 4.4 patch, I would not recommend using this as it is a little bit too weak. However, I've tested this in the new 4.5 engineering update, and it performs much better. It has much more survivability due to being able to repair components that are destroyed or damaged, allowing you to continue on. Now, the important thing to know is that avoid multi-crew ships when you're playing solo in the new 4.5. They're harder to maintain, slower to fly, and make you a bigger target. Now, always keeping your quantum destination pre-selected for quick escape is a great tip. When you enter a new area, always make sure you have your next destination selected. You don't want to be wasting time when you're trying to escape, entering your map, selecting your route. Have that done beforehand, it'll save you a bunch of time. AI FPS changes are just around the corner, so bring grenades, use cover, and always assume behind every corner is an NPC with a shotgun, because probably it is. Now, playing Star Citizen solo teaches you patience, awareness, and adaptability, but more than anything else, it gives you freedom. You choose the missions, you set your own pace, you create your own adventures, and honestly, some of the most unforgettable moments in Star Citizen happen when you're alone, touching down on a desolate moon, discovering a crashed ship, or pulling off a perfect landing after a stressful Quantanium run. Alright, and that's everything you need to know about playing Star Citizen as a solo player. If you enjoyed this guide, feel free to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, on December 25th, I'll be doing an RSI Salvation giveaway. This will come with LTI as a starter pack. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.